Well, the market is struggling still here in October. It's not surprising. It's struggling, but it's not really the correction that we've gone through so far has been pretty mild. I think it's got down to about 4.5% from its high just in August, but that's not very much. And then it came back a couple percentage points. So it's struggling here as we are in the depth of earnings season. I find it interesting that the market is struggling while the economic numbers have turned up. They're not extremely strong, but they've turned up. For instance, housing construction was up 15%. That's a 4-year high. I mean, that's huge. Later on this morning, we'll have existing house sales, but construction spending is up very large and much more than we expected. And more importantly, building permits are up 11%. So future construction is doing well. So housing is one of the fundamental economic underpinnings of our economy, and it looks like it's getting better. I mean, it's clearly getting better. Not great, just a lot better than it was. So it seems like the housing turn is in. Resale sales came in up 1.1%. They only expected it to be up 0.9%, but it was down 1.2% last month. So that looked pretty good. Empire State Index was -6. They expected it to be much better than that, but then the Philly Fed came out and it was up 6, and they expected that to be down 2. So that's kind of offset. No inflation numbers. Industrial production was up 0.4%, which is not a lot. They expected it to be up 0.2%, but if you remember right, last month it was down 1.4%. So it went from minus 1.4% to positive 0.4%, which was a little bit better than they expected. So all I'm saying is it looks like the weakness that we saw all through summer about the economy has either flattened or turned up. While that's happening, the stock market is not acting very well. Well, if you remember right, in the summer, the stock market acted very well, and the economic numbers were weakening. So you can't look at what's happening right now. You try to look out forward. And since we have the election, we have the fiscal cliff, the stock market doesn't like either one of those things still out there. It might start improving after the election. It will probably dramatically improve if and when, probably more when, the government addresses the fiscal cliff. And they will only address that after the election, not before. So I have a feeling we're still going to get a very nice run at the end of the year, but it's probably not going to start till after at least the elections.
If you're an iPhone user, there is now an easy way to get InvestTalk delivered right to your iPhone or iPad without having to sync the device to your computer. This feature can allow you to listen to InvestTalk right away, as soon as it's published every weeknight. Here are the easy steps to get this done. First, make sure you have installed the latest iPhone update. You then can download the podcast app from the App Store. You can do this as you would add any app on your iPhone or iPad. Once you have the new podcast app installed on your device, if you're not currently subscribed to InvestTalk, just search for it in the search box. And remember, there are 2 T's in InvestTalk. Make sure your subscription is turned on and the auto download is also turned on. Your episodes will now be delivered automatically as soon as they're published. Let us know how you enjoyed the InvestTalk podcast, and do us a favor, leave us some feedback on the podcast in the iTunes Store. We love hearing from you, and thanks for listening.